I would like to know how you felt about it, the workshop. What kind of a suggestion you would like to make? What kind of a suggestion you can make about the text materials that you had, and etc., etc. Because that is important for me. But I have been making notes in my mind how best I can do in the future. Because basically it has to be you, whether or not you understand it, and that is one question. You must understand what is going on here, otherwise we are wasting time. And I didn't come here all the way from Varanasi to waste time. It's as simple as that. I've been working on this workshop for the last 3 months, preparing the materials, etc. And in those 3 months, I kind of have a book, almost, which I will complete. So next time, it will be the book. And 1 volume of my notes. So everything important. Like the Karakas, Vibhaktis, Sanantas, also, all the way to Asiddhatva, Purvatra Siddham, etc. So like all these things I will have put my notes together and put in a volume. So, let's talk some.
I would have, okay, this is just my observation and my request. It is not a comment, I have been highly benefited.
Yeah, let's forget about the bhumika, let's come to the point straight.
I would have loved to have an overview of the major texts of Sanskrit studies, like the connection from Ashtadhyayi to Kashika and other persons to Bhattoji and today's thinking. Just a few pages overall thinking and say where the focus is and why Kashika becomes a critical thing for study. While we understand that a paper on that for reading would have been a preface introduction.
No, actually, basically I intended to give you the best of the information from wherever it is available, either it is in the Ashtadhyayi or in the Kashika Vritti.
You gave it, but a written paper.
But tradition has always, been very clear. So, for example, I detailed out the tradition from the sutra to the vritti, to the vartika, to the bhashya. So you have the sutra patha, you have the bhashya. Then you go to the vritti, and vritti we didn't have much, we cannot get enough of vritti because of time. They all got lost. So what we got is the Kashika vritti. And that is the only text that we have in the vritti form, but this is very late, this is 7th century AD. And then we have the Prakriya text, all the way from Rupavatar to Siddhanta Kaumudi, and then you have the Madhya Kaumudi, then you have the Laghu Kaumudi, and that's when the Saraswati dried up. That was the end of it, unfortunately.
So that was one part of it. The second part of it is why this Vyakarana tradition has kind of wrapped itself or isolated from the other Shastra studies, be it Alankara, be it Vedanta, be it Nyaya. So, Kanadam Pāṇini and Sarva Shastropakārakam. This Vyakarana part gelling with other disciplines, somewhere it seems to be missing. So what best we can do to do that in the Shastra integration?
You can't do anything to the Shastra. The Shastra is there as it is. That's how you have to study. What more do you want? You want to teach Nyaya Shastra from Vyakarana? Or Dharma Shastra from the Vyakarana?
How much much of Vyakarana should the other disciplines know?
That
before
is
they
the
get into
no. That is the decision that the readers already make. People run away from Vyakarana after doing the Shastri. How are you going to get them? People don't read the Laghu Kaumudi. No, they read the Laghu Kaumudi and they go to Siddhanta Kaumudi and then they go to Vedanta. Why can't they stay in grammar? Why don't they do the Vyakaranacharya? Why don't they study Ashtadhyayi?
Yeah, so that is something we could
I can't do anything. You cannot do anything.
And the social movement of the spoken Sanskrit, how do you see that this gels or supports this?
Unfortunately, I don't have any sympathy for that. Yeah.
And where do you head this with the computational Sanskrit linguistics, who kind of
The computational linguistics, etc., those people, they must study Sanskrit first. And they must study good Sanskrit. And they should not go and start doing the Havana before knowing the rules of Havana. So unfortunately, that is the correct situation. You come there and I am doing computational linguistics on Sanskrit. How much Sanskrit you know? Zilch, zero. And you are doing computational linguistics. It could be the other way. You could do much, much better in computational linguistics once you have some background of Sanskrit. For example, you come and attend these couple of conferences and then our workshops, and then you can go and work better.
so the language basics have to be.
Yeah, people are saying it's unfortunate. Many of my friends, they are working in computational linguistics, they are working in cognition. Unfortunately, yeah, Amba is working in Hyderabad. Delhi JNU is working on, not IIT Kanpur, but somewhere in IIT Bombay. But the thing is, they should be translating Shabda Tarangini. They should be translating all these books, the 3-volume things that came out from the Rashtriya Sanskrit Sansthan. Go study those books. Find those concepts. And then come out. See how the cognition works in the Shabda, in the Shabda Vyakarana Darshana. Has anyone read what Ramagya Pandey has written, what others have written? Has anyone studied what Pratibha is? They must know how the Sphota works. You talk about Sphota, but no. They say Varna Sphota, Jati Sphota, Vyakti Sphota. I'm not interested in Jati and Varna, etc., etc. I'm interested in Sphota. Explain to me what Sphota is. Hit my head with a hammer and say, now your head is split. So now it has this Sphota. Okay? So what? See, Vyakarana leaves where this Sphota begins. So Vyakarana is from the lips to the listeners here. This is all Vyakarana is. That's the scope of Vyakarana. And one should not be confused about it. From Buddhya Rudha Shabda to Sphota, that's the scope of Vyakarana. Beyond that, it is Pratibha. What is Pratibha? Oh, Pratibha. Pratibha is Shabdartha. Okay, what is Shabdartha? Let's go, I'm devil's advocate. You explained it to me. That's how I work, that's how I have understood things in life. You must explain every word that is uttered by your mouth. So only then things will work out. Unfortunately, there are hardly any people who can make me understand what Spota is, what Pratibha is, and all that. They start talking about darshana, they start talking about Vedanta, they start talking about all kinds of things. So, this is not the way you do the research on cognition. Don't use lofty words, please. Come on the ground, walk on the street, hold my hand, show it to me. Then I am all for you. Otherwise, nothing doing. So, Shastriji, I'm not ridiculing people who are putting efforts and working. They all deserve respect. But the thing is, on our part, we are not putting enough effort to make things understood.
You brought out a very nice distinction, very clear position on what is Vyakarana as a language study and beyond that, whatever is that's going to be. You brought out that very clearly. Now, as language study, the comparative linguistics, even the social linguistics.
Please don't go to comparative linguistics. Why are you taking my Vyakarana and getting it stuck with the language study?
So that's not the direction.
No, study. Explain to me Vyakarana as it is given me. Limit yourself to between Vidhirajaita and and Pāṇini and the tradition of grammar.
As a tradition of grammar, the text and the Munitraya tradition is there, and we stay with that particular thing. That part of it, agreed on that.
Okay, so now, then what?
The point I'm trying to bring in is the way the classical language, what they call the Greek and the Latin and the Sanskrit.
I don't care about Greek, Latin, and anything. I care about Sanskrit.
Okay, so let us stay on Sanskrit. That's it. Okay, that's it. So I take that.
Okay. See, the thing is, we have a charge. The charge is that you understand Pāṇini and you understand it well. Then make people understand it better. That's it. That's the goal. And enjoy it. I don't care about, if someone can come and do the computation, that's fine and dandy. If you can apply computation and you can show me the benefit. I have been reaping the benefits of it because I started working on the computer in 1982, and that's how I have been able to write 11 volumes of work, like 6 volumes of the Ashtadhyayi, 5 volumes of the Kashika, and also 1 volume of this, and then some more work. It has been possible. I may not have been able to do this enormous amount of work, and I may not have been able to teach you as well because I can go anywhere and get my materials. That's fine and dandy. I respect that thing. But for me, Pāṇini is Pāṇini, and that's what I want to do. They used to say that it can take several lifetime works to understand the Ashtadhyayi. I want to spend that several lifetime works.
And that brings to the last question which I want to ask. The word Subhashita said that तत्र यद्यपि नाधीशे भूशास्त्रं पाणिनि पठा श्वशुर मा भूत् स्वजनश्च. So what is the social relevance and message from our studies? What do we deliver to the society?
Or you have to be the one who can determine what is the purpose and what is the gain, etc. for studying.
No, for the society. For me personally, yes.
No, but you are also part of this society.
Part of the society. I can't say my daughter or son that you study in the same depth. Oh, this much is enough. I do the puja part parayana end of it.
Yeah.
But they don't get the rest of the thing. So for that, where do we gel? Okay. That
I don't know. I don't know. You have to be. See, the thing is, this is something which is very, very. I mean, it needs a huge dedication and respect and a lot of time. So unless you have your own inclination, you have your own interest. Pāṇini is not going to get you a job at the counter in railway.
He has come to heaven and he has come to work.
Yeah, I don't think he will give you any monetary gain in the case. And remember what a sister, you can become a sister Shastri. ये ब्राह्मण कुंभिदान that is still challenge. So you can, you don't even need any such thing.